buy and sell between your digital assets and Bitcoin instantly between your own digital wallets. I've used it with ease. Shapeshift.io. There's no account or email address needed. You send them the crypto you want to sell. They send back the crypto you want to buy. It's that easy. Shapeshift.io.
So you've heard all 3 hours of the latest episode of Free Talk Live, and you're still hungry for liberty-oriented audio content? Did you know that we have another 24/7 audio stream at LRN.FM? The Liberty Radio Network airs the latest episodes of some of the best liberty-oriented podcasts on the internet around the clock. In addition to recorded content, you'll also hear live shows like Free Talk Live, originating from our Keene, New Hampshire studio. So listen anytime at LRN.FM. That's LRN.FM.
The Call to Freedom is coming up next, live after the news on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, December 31st, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.93 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,303 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 11.3 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $13,207. Antiwar.com reports Saturday saw a third night of growing public demonstrations in Iran, mostly centered in Tehran, but also erupting in cities across the country's west. The Iranian government has attempted to slow the rallies by announcing such gatherings as illegal and shutting down some mobile communications networks to try to limit organizers' abilities to inform their supporters. The protest began small as economic protest about the government's failure to come through on pledges of economic growth and more jobs. These grew and fairly quickly turned into hostility towards Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and the violent crackdowns on demonstrators have only added to the size of the protest. This has resulted in the largest anti-government protest in Iran since 2009, with protesters shouting "death to the dictator" and clashing with riot police. While not as large, there have also been reports of counter-protest at some universities expressing support for the government. At least 3 protesters were reported to have been killed in the course of the crackdowns on the rally. Exact figures on the deaths aren't totally clear, however, with some other reports suggesting an unspecified but substantial number of deaths. While the protests appear to be wholly about internal politics within Iran and the struggles with high inflation and unemployment, Israeli media was quick to try to portray it as an anti-Palestinian backlash by the Iranian public, since the protest began roughly at the same time as Iran's parliament issued a statement recognizing Jerusalem as the Palestinian capital. In reality, protests appear to be fueled largely by attempts to crack down on the smaller economic protests, which are not particularly uncommon in Iran, and warnings that protests are now illegal are only adding to the sense of defiance among the disaffected locals.
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports Los Angeles police arrested a 25-year-old man after a hoax call known as swatting led to police killing a man in Wichita, Kansas. Tyler Barris of South Los Angeles was arrested Friday afternoon. He called police on a hoax after getting into a dispute with another player in connection with the Call of Duty online video game, according to Dexerto, an online news service focusing on gaming. Swatting is when someone makes a call to a police department with the false story of a crime in an attempt to draw a large number of police officers to a particular address. Police arrived at the home of Andrew Finch. As instructed, he put his hands up and moved slowly, but police fired a single shot in fear that Finch may have reached for a gun. Finch was unarmed and died at the hospital.
You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $1 per month through Patreon and get perks like ad-free versions of FPP Radio News and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com.
Reuters reports bitterly cold weather will usher in the new year for much of the United States east of the Rocky Mountains, bringing low temperatures to the Midwest, making travel difficult and putting a chill on New Year's Eve celebrations. The National Weather Service said the mercury in New York City's Times Square was expected to drop to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill near zero during the final hours of 2017, testing the willpower of hundreds of thousands of New Year's Eve revelers. Meteorologist David Eastlack said in the Heartland next week could bring low temperatures last recorded 130 years ago. That includes a record low for the date of minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit for Tuesday. He said in a phone interview the bitter cold is going to be dangerous, warning residents of eastern Nebraska and western Iowa to avoid venturing outside or taking a car trip. He said the wind chills could approach minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit, a level when frostbite could set in within 10 minutes. Temperatures could drop to around zero as far south as the northern border of Oklahoma on New Year's Day and into minus 30s near the Canadian border on Sunday or Monday. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.
A new report from the Department of Health and Human Services urges Americans to do something, anything at all. According to the study, getting off your ass and doing any sort of physical or mental activity could have positive health effects.
Look, we're not expecting you to go to the gym. That's clearly not happening. Just walk outside for a few blocks and then come back home. You can bring potato chips if that's what it'll take.
For many years, the health department has encouraged Americans to watch less TV, but this report reverses that, saying, quote, watch whatever the hell you want, but at least pay attention and remember who the characters are, or just admire the colors. Colors are pretty. It's expected that following the advice in this report will cut down on the largest cause of death among Americans, laying on your back until your mouth fills up with saliva and you drown. Following the report's release, the most popular exercise now seems to be masturbating, but researchers warn that if you do it in public, stick to the sidewalk or you might get hit by cars.
This is the Onion News Network.
Welcome here to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Broadcasting live from the Liberty Studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire on our last, final, finito, no more nighttime broadcasts. Joined tonight by my normal co-host, as always, Mr. Tom Gray. How you doing tonight, Tom?
Well, William, this week on the Call to Freedom, we're not weekly anymore after this.
That's
so I'm
right.
going to have to come up with a new catchphrase.
Now, we're supposed to have Aria DiMezio with us somewhere, but she's just not here yet. So, but we are going to be having a good time. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite, favorite, what do you call it? It's the D-O-double-G. No, some of our favorite stories from the year and our libertarian drama of the year. What libertarian BS crybaby nonsense was the biggest of 2017? We're also going to be playing some
So many nominees.
Right.
So many nominees.
Right. We're also going to be joined by some of our new co-hosts that are going to be joining us as we roll out our now daily 5-day-a-week broadcast schedule starting January the 7th, inshallah. And let's see here. Oh, yeah, we're also going to be joined by some of our sponsors, hopefully. And Tom won't be getting a glass of water from the sink at that time.
I'm not getting a glass of water from the sink. I am visiting my sister-in-law in West Virginia for New Year's. So if there's a little bit more interference than normal, it's because I can't force everybody to go to bed when I'm not in my own house. See, I lose the power. But after the new year, this will not be an issue anymore. I will once again be master of my own radio domain. But this time, from 4 to 7 on weekdays.
Very cool.
What in the world was that?
It's just a song that I was queuing up because, we're really not doing a whole lot of anything today. I'm actually going to just be playing. Instead of doing like normal music beds that are like 15 seconds, our guests that are coming on tonight are going to be picking songs for us to play as we go in and out, and introducing some new stuff to our listening audience, hopefully, as we won't really be able to screw around like this anymore. We'll have to act a little more professional than we used to. So,
crap.
Yeah. Well, oh well. But yeah, so that's where we are right now. We're waiting on Ari to get here. We've got Heather Nixon, formerly of the Johnny Rocket Launchpad, who will now be joining us on Monday afternoons.
Heather. I love Heather.
She will be joining us for a few minutes tonight. Hopefully, Chris will be sticking his head in or joining us via the telephone lines, as well as Mr. Mike Laurie for just a moment, who will also be here on Wednesdays. And hopefully we'll have a couple of our sponsor folks stick their heads in as well. Who is that dinging me, telling me, oh yeah, never mind. The worst part about the holidays is all of the useless Facebook messages. Ding, 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 ding. Whatever.
Ding, dingy, ding, ding, dingy, ding, ding, dingy, ding.
How was your holiday, by the way, since we were off last week? How was your holiday, Tom?
God, it went fast. It was like really weird. Having Christmas on a Monday is really unnatural.
Well, find a way to make it take 3 minutes for us to tell that. Find a way for you to take 3 minutes telling us about it.
What was that?
Find a way to waste 3 minutes telling us about it.
Yeah. Is that serious? Because have we actually got 3 minutes to kill?
Like 2.5.
2.5. All right. Family stuff on Saturday. On Sunday. Family stuff on Monday. Family stuff again on Tuesday. Natural. Plus, I had to work on Tuesday because you know what it was? Tuesday. So, didn't quite fit. But I think everybody got what they wanted. Not a lot of complaining. None of the people that we don't like showed up. It's about all you can ask for from a nice Southern evangelical Christmas. Black sheep stay away.
We were actually commenting on how Festivus sounds just like a real family Christmas. Like it starts off with the airing of grievances, which is the scream and fight that happens around the dinner table. Then there's the feats of strength, which is whichever uncle and cousin decide to have a fist fight after the airing of grievances. And then there's pie, and then there's gifts.
and don't forget the Festivus poll, which reminds me, I'm going to take down my outdoor Christmas decorations when we get back.
That's the stick that's stuck up whichever one of your aunts. You know that one aunt that's got the stick shoved all the way up her ass, and so do all of her kids. That's the Festivus poll. That's what the Festivus poll is for.
My wife's got 5.
All right. Well, let's see here. 4 times. Yep. All right. So as promised tonight, we're actually going to be doing a lot more music than we normally do. So to start off the night, we're going to do a little bit of dance music in the grain of tonight's wonderful holiday, New Year's Eve. So Happy New Year, y'all.
We've all heard about blockchain assets like Dogecoin, Ether, and Ripple. Bitcoin isn't the only player in the blockchain game any longer. And for those of us wondering how to get our hands on these digital assets, finally, there's a solution. Shapeshift.io allows you to buy and sell between your digital assets and Bitcoin instantly between your own digital wallets. I've used it with ease. Shapeshift.io. There's no account or email address needed. You send them the crypto you want to sell. They send back the crypto you want to buy. It's that easy. Shapeshift.io.
Since time began, tyrants have taken aim at personal liberties. Now there's a movie that aims back.
The government has no more right to tell us what to put in our bodies than they have to take our guns or tell us what books we can read.
6 drug police were eaten by bears while raiding a marijuana farm.
On your knees, you dirty hippies! Jesus. On your knees! What's the problem, officer?
Today, many cops who enforce pot laws do so only because it provides them with cushy jobs, good benefits, and a chance to push people around.
I was an undercover narcotics officer. The drug war is nothing but a farce.
The Second Amendment says you gotta keep you and your get intact.
Guns and Weed, The Road to Freedom. A film by Michael W. Dean and Nima Vadadi.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
Did you know we've taken our LRN.FM telephone listen line to a new level with the LRN.FM audio on demand line? Now you can call 712-770-8447 anytime and listen to LRN.FM's live feed. And you can listen to a bunch of our original shows on demand. Long distance fees may apply. Just dial 712-770-8447 and choose from the menu. 712-770-8447.
When you hear the word lobbyist, you probably think about greedy corporations, but not all lobbyists are the same. Some are fighting for the freedoms you hold dear. Liberty Lobby LLC is doing just that in New Hampshire, working hard to represent you, not some special interest group. You can help by going to libertylobby.info, where your contribution will give us the tools we need to ensure that your voice is heard. Visit libertylobby.info today to find out more.
Did you know you can listen to LRN.FM via our free-to-air satellite channels? We have channels over nearly all of North America and much of Africa. All you need is an affordable receiver and a dish as small as 30 inches. There are no monthly fees. Learn more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content. See our coverage maps and get details at sat.lrn.fm. That's sat.lrn.fm. sat.lrn.fm.
Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what the readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. freedomsphoenix.com, constantly providing the information, the real news about government policies, and the real relationship we all have with the coercive government, the real condition of the economy, innovations in technology, breakthroughs in energy, health, and computer science. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media. The corporate media, nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but now there's an alternative. freedomsphoenix.com. Constant news updates on the issues that affect your life in the most important ways. With liberty and property under constant attack, freedomsphoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda, and it encourages the participation of its readers. Go to freedomsphoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, phoenix.com. freedomsphoenix.com. The revolution between the ears has already happened.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become an amplifier at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Put my faith in the people, but the people let me down. So I turn the
welcome back here to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Put my faith in a dollar bill, and the dollar bill blew away. Tom, that's a great lead-in to your favorite story for this 2018.
Yes, it's a late contender, and it's since the last time that we've been on the air, by the reckoning of some market experts, Bitcoin investors and other cryptocurrency investors got their well-deserved comeuppance for their refusal to buy into the standard financial markets. And as everybody else, it's time to hodl.
Well, if you bought in October and, Bitcoin went all the way up to $18,000 and now it's back down to 13, you're out $5,000 even though you made $5,000. $8,000. Because Bitcoin was at like $5,000 in October, and it's now, according to Coinomi Wallet, around $13,728.
But you lost so much somewhere in there.
I know, right?
I
gained 8. I lost 5 because of the correction, but in the end, I gained 8. Yeah, I'm just so screwed. How terrible for me.
So very screwed. You obviously should have invested in yen or something like a fiat currency.
Oh, well, somebody told me that one of the coins that I invest in called Verge is dead. They're like, oh, you're going to lose your hat on Verge, man. You saw that crash that happened because it spiked at 29 to 30 cents a coin early last week. And now it went all the way back down to 14 cents. And it's back up now to 20. I bought all my coins at 2.2 and 11. So, I don't know where I lost. Somehow by gaining, at the very least, 3 cents a coin. And that's only for about 4,000 or 5,000 of the 28,000 or so that we have. So, somehow gaining 4 cents is the same as losing my hat.
Well, it's not like your hat.
I think what it is the Common Core math. This whole Common Core math thing has infected the Federal Reserve banker types that are always on television. They've gotten infected with the whole Common Core math now. So, to them, 2 + 2 = 12.
Do you see Paul Krugman's latest piece on cryptocurrency?
Okay, now that came out in 2013, I think it was, because we covered it on Free Talk Live. The Bitcoin is Evil, or is there another one? Did he finally release something new? Because the New York Times piece that he did was going back in 2013 was going around again.
Yeah, that was going around on the 15th. I think we were on the air after that, but we didn't discuss it. But on the 15th, he had like an interview with Business Insider, where he called Bitcoin a bubble, kind of all the standard stuff.
Yeah. Well, we were reading. I've read like 3 or 4 articles recently. I've watched a few of the interviews recently. That one that you sent me that said, 10 years in, there is no use for the blockchain. And what I'm finding is there seems to be, right?
Yep.
There seems to be like a set of talking points that was sent out because all the pieces are hitting like the same talking points. Government good, central planning good, government validation of currency makes it fungible and usable and valid and worth something. All things outside of the control of government or the banks, bad.
I've got it. I've got the quote. And now I remember why it stuck with me. Man was asked about Bitcoin. He was asked, does the run-up in Bitcoin prices make any sense to you? No. What's going on here? He says, nobody understands it. It's got this mystique about it because it's some fancy technological thing nobody really understands, well, except for all the people we bring on the show. And then here it comes. You ready for this? This is an actual quote from Paul Krugman. This is not a caricature of Paul Krugman. This is something he actually said. Quote, "Unlike pieces of paper with dead presidents on them, those are anchored by the fact that you can use them to pay taxes. There's no anchor for Bitcoin."
That's what makes something valid, is whether or not you can pay, you can pay your government. Yeah.
Probably the price is going on. Partly this tied up with libertarian stuff. I'm told they're apocalyptic. This is the end coming, guys, who are accumulating Bitcoin, because once we turn into a Mad Max wasteland, having a digitally distributed, never mind. I mean, if you're going for the Shoeshine Boy test, or my barber asked me about Bitcoin, the feeling that people are caught up in something that they don't really understand is overwhelming. Well, you don't understand it. But he literally referred to his precious fiat currency, the dollar, as pieces of paper with dead presidents on them. Which is the truest thing he's ever said.
Oh, yes.
But I don't think he realizes why.
Right. Oh, my God. All right. Well, when we get back here on the Call to Freedom, we're going to be getting into some of the best.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me, like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it. And once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world. So I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here. And I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, add yourself to the Shire map at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com.
Hi, this is Mark Edge of Free Talk Live. Michael W. Dean's book, User's Manual for the Human Experience, changed my life. In a culture that attempts to turn you into a compliant victim, this book gives you implementable steps on everything from how to be aware of your environment, walking down the street, to business, to how to handle a toxic person in your life. If you're a human, you need to read this book at least once. Go to Amazon and get the Kindle version, or paperback, or an audiobook of A User's Manual for the Human Experience.
So the protection of life, liberty, and property is what the Free State Project is all about. But it's an effort to move 20,000 people who understand.
It's about demonstrating to the entire country
that, yeah, we can have a free market, a truly free market.
Making it just a freer, great place to live.
It's the world's largest voluntarist libertarian community, and it's only getting bigger.
That's amazing, to be able to move to a place where other people passionately believe in being free and independent.
What the Free State Project is managing to do, though, is to put their money where their mouth is. It's physically getting up across the country and saying, let's go someplace and let's demonstrate the power of these ideas. There's a lot of kind of philosophy that surrounds liberty. There's a lot of thinking about it and talking about it. But here in New Hampshire, people are doing it.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project Early Movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
Here's a chance to do a little activism while you're cruising Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Between the LOL cats, the recipes, the hot girls, and the inspirational sunrise memes, Free Talk Live's posts pass by your newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click Get Notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that tenth of a calorie it takes to click on something. Facebook.freetalklive.com.
If you're David, a few well-chosen words can help level the playing field with Goliath. I'm Holland Cook from survivalspeech.com. Recently, I saw a Yellow Pages ad for an appliance repair company, and the headline read, "Why wait for Sears?" If you're going to the Yellow Pages, the Dead Sea Scrolls of advertising, you're ready to buy right now. So this is an attention-grabbing message. And how about the plumber whose radio ad says, "Call by noon Thursday, and we'll be there Saturday at no extra cost"? Smart guy. Most plumbing firms give their crew the weekend off. This one gives them Sunday and Monday off. In the words of a respected advertising executive, cut to the chase, make it quick, and tell me exactly what you can do for me, especially if you're looking for work. For more tips on critical communication skills for the way things are now, hit survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
You can put the Liberty Radio Network on the air in your area. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how. Broadcast.lrn.fm.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate.
All right. Yeah.
A dedication to last throughout.
Party going on right here. Right here at the Liberty Studio in Keene, New Hampshire, celebrating our last night here as nighttime hosts on the Graveyard Shift here, 10 to midnight Sundays, moving the beginning of the year, starting January 7th to 4 to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, your new Libertarian Drive Time show, free cryptocurrency giveaways, new sponsors, Vertcoin, Helium, BitPlus Networks, Galactic Systems, Trive. We are just racking up the sponsors for this new this new venture into prime time Liberty Radio here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. We are taking Tom with us. Tom's going to be coming too, ain't you, Tom?
I believe so. I'll be along for a good chunk of the ride. Going to try to maximize my time on the air with my day job ventures. And we're going to try to see if we can get some of my wrestling buddies to come on the radio and let us into their world a little bit. That's something you've been interested in doing for a while. No takers so far, but as we start getting ramped up January, February, the show year starts to roll around, and by summer, hopefully I'll be doing more stuff on Friday so I can track more of them down for live stuff. And if not, we can get some recorded stuff on the air. I know quite a few colorful individuals who have views ranging from full-on Trumpkin to full-on socialist, and actually quite a few libertarians in the wrestling world. People who could
Not a
probably
surprise.
stand an even deeper dose of liberty, get a little bit deeper into their socio-political thoughts in addition to their thoughts on beating people up for money.
Oh, well. So we've got that going on. We've also got Aria will be with us all 5 days a week, as far as I know. She's going to be moving up here to Keene, New Hampshire to join us on the air. That was one of the stipulations of moving to 5 days a week, that if we moved to 5 days a week, one of my co-hosts had to move to Keene, New Hampshire, so that I didn't have to do this all by remote with all my co-hosts like we are now. We will also have Chris Wade from Think Penguin will be joining us, as well as Heather Nixon, formerly from Johnny Lockett's Ranch Pad, and Mike Laurie of Galactic Systems, who you may remember from Wednesday night episodes of Free Talk Live, will also be joining us in the studio here for our live broadcasts. We're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, guys. We're going to have on-air giveaways. We're going to be giving out the phone number, giving out the Skype address. By the way, if you ever want to call into the show while we're on tonight, you're welcome to call in on the LRN studio line at lrn.fm on Skype. And join us tonight as we celebrate New Year's Eve and our move to prime time. Tom said that his favorite story this year was basically that Bitcoin crashed and everybody knew it was coming, and still somehow
everybody made money on it.
And the bankers and the Krugman types feel vindicated, and I just don't understand it either. It's like, how do you feel vindicated? We all made money.
Well,
everybody who was smart enough to put money in October, or people who've been holding since October, since before the first SegWit, those people all made a lot of money.
Well, it won't look like so much money once you have to pay taxes on your capital gains.
Right?
Now, will
Oh
it?
my God. We covered that on Free Talk Live the other night, that basically under the Republicans' new tax bill closes loopholes that cryptocurrency investors were able to slide through before. That like a Litecoin to Ether exchange, you make a profit on that. That used to be considered in-kind exchanges, and you need to pay a tax on it. Now, it's no longer the case. Thank you, Republicans. Your Republican tax bill under your Republican president, who was going to, remember, Republicans were going to fix all the problems with the taxes.
Well, I guess you'll all just have to pay for the roads like I do.
Sure, right. No, what you do is you move your investments over into something with secure private contracts. Then the state can't see where your money is anyway. And then you don't have to worry about it. And you just go right back to doing what you were doing before.
Well, if you don't have anything to hide, you shouldn't be hiding your gains from the government. If it's all legal, you should just let them have a peek. Nothing bad ever happened to anybody who answered the door for the cops, after all.
I got a peek for you. Have a peek at this. So, all right, Tom. So you've got a little something you want us to listen to here.
Yes, the tune that I discovered earlier this year. A group called the Speak Easy 3, who, unfortunately, didn't really do anything else. You see, there were a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead. And as tends to happen with such groups, the blonde got too big for the group and went and found herself a completely different redhead and a different brunette. But it's a cover of an old vaudeville song. When I get low, I get high.
All right, here's some Speakeasy 3. We'll get back into this when we get back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
know that Free Aid is a mutual aid, educational, and networking organization? At Free Aid, we support volunteers who provide first aid. We do outreach to the public about health and safety, and we bring together medically skilled freedom lovers. Free Aid is made possible by your generous support. Donors can receive great gifts like first aid kits, t-shirts, silver dime cards, and hoodies. The Free Aid Silver Dime Card Project is sponsored in part by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage, Freedom's Phoenix, and Don't Tread on Meme. Visit fr33aid.com.
Free Talk Live.
Now, in the light, there was a being. He started to moonwalk.
Are you saying Michael Jackson has come back from the alien spaceships?
And he said, I am Michael Jackson.
See, I called it.
There we
go. You talk with God throughout your life. You heard this voice that you recognized as God telling you, do you believe in magic, inviting you to look out the window, where you then saw Michael Jackson coming down from a rainbow ray of light coming from the sky. So what happened then? Did he, invite you to his playland or whatever it is he has?
9 months later, the virgin birth happened again.
Wouldn't that be ironic?
A lot of things happened that night. He asked if he could resurrect himself inside of me. I'm like, yeah.
You called it. Did you have Michael Jackson's baby?
I had Michael Jackson.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM. Now that you've found the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM, you may want to help expose others to our great programs. To assist you in doing so, you'll find resources at promote.lrn.fm, including details on how to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute, banners for your website, as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
Radio is the most personal of mediums. I exist right now in your head. If you listen to Free Talk Live regularly, you know me. Free Talk Live is on more than 160 radio stations around the U.S. and has been downloaded on every continent around the world. Hundreds of thousands of listeners with ad packages from $600 a month to $6,000 a month. Imagine what we can do for your business, project, website, or idea. Email me, mark@freetalklive.com.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit apps.lrn.fm or search for LRN.FM in the Android or Apple app stores. Please download, rate us 5 stars, then share the link on your social media and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.FM. Download it now, free at apps.lrn.fm.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
You can connect with the Liberty Radio Network via our Facebook page at facebook.lrn.fm. That's facebook.lrn.fm.
I see my redhead, mess bed, tear shed, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. On LRN.FM, our New Year's Eve and goodbye Sunday night broadcast here on the Call to Freedom, moving soon to prime time Monday through Friday, and we'll be joined by a whole new cast. Now, we're going to have Tom, as always, along with Aria Demezio from the cryptocurrencycheck.org, but we're also going to be joined by Mr. Christopher Wade from Think Penguin, who has joined us for a few moments and taken a moment out of his New Year's Eve celebration to come on and say hello to all of our listeners. How you doing tonight, Chris?
I'm doing great. How's everybody else doing?
It is a beautiful night. It's 11 degrees below zero, so, I mean, it's a balmy New Hampshire evening, of course.
At least we're on the other side of zero here in West Virginia.
Right.
Barely.
So tell us a little about Think Penguin, Chris. Your little business that you have going on. You're going to be joining us, and Think Penguin's going to be getting a couple commercials on the Call to Freedom. So tell us a little bit about Think Penguin, Chris.
Yeah, so I'm the CEO of Think Penguin, and basically it's a little old company that sells computers, and we specialize in freedom, basically. The sources are available to all our products to ensure that there's no spyware or malware getting on the devices that we sell, and it gives users control over their own devices. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially with government interfering with and backdooring certain critical components in everything from smartphones and cell phones to laptops and desktop systems. So we're basically focused on ridding those proprietary components where the software components where these backdoors hide. So we basically sell Linux systems. If you're not familiar with it, Linux is it's a free operating system. It's something that you can download, but it doesn't always work well on your random hardware because of proprietary components. Windows has similar issues, and as well as Mac with proprietary components. Everything's proprietary on those operating systems, but it can be really it's really apparent on Linux because with Linux you upgrade more frequently. So when you go to upgrade a Windows system, you might lose support for a printer, and then you just say, oh, the printer's too old, and you go out and buy a new printer. Well, that really shouldn't be necessary, and it's those proprietary components that get in the way of that. So that's basically what we do. So we sell laptops, desktops, printers, Wi-Fi cards, anything you might need for your computer.
Very good, very good. And now you're going to be joining us on Wednesday nights, coming on as, I guess, our one of our tech gurus when we're interviewing all these new hardware and software folks in the cryptocurrency industry. And I wanted to just bring you on and introduce you to our listeners. You are also a Friday night regular on Free Talk Live as well. So
yeah, that's right.
We will be adding a second night to your radio repertoire. If anybody wants to make an order from thinkpenguin.com, where should they go?
www.thinkpenguin.com.
Very good, very good. All right, well, thanks for
thunk.
Right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Chris, and we will see you on, I think, Wednesday the 9th, I believe, is going to be the date where we will be rolling things out.
Yeah, I gotta write that down. Actually, I haven't actually got that written anywhere, but
That'll be Wednesday the 10th.
Oh, the 10th.
Because we start on Monday the 8th, right?
Was it the 8th? I thought it was the 7th.
Yeah.
The 8th?
That's
Okay.
the 8th, because I know that because I have a
Monday.
wrestling
We
show
start
on
Monday. Monday.
Monday.
All right, so Wednesday the 10th.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on to introduce yourself to our listeners tonight, Chris. And
Good to digitally
we'll see
meet
you in a
you.
few days.
Yeah. All right.
Very good. All right. Now we've got a caller on the line. We've got Stefan from Ohio, who has called and he wants to talk about the price of Bitcoin and perspective of cryptocurrencies from someone who's new.
Yes, it's something I've been looking at for quite a while. I will say that listening to your show for the past few episodes has given me more of a perspective on what the whole scene is about. I've spoken to people who have been mining cryptocurrencies for years and have been using them as actual money. But, to most newbies like myself, for the longest time, I just saw it as like gold or silver, as sort of an investment. But I didn't know that a lot of people saw it as legitimate money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And seeing these things reach, $20,000, like did it actually hit $20,000 within the past week or 2 weeks, or did it get close and then
It got up to
Almost.
19 something.
Yeah, it was like 19.8, and it was just like you could smell $20,000, and then it came back down.
Yeah, and I seem to notice that a lot of people on, the news media are saying, okay, this is the end of Bitcoin, it crashed, it was a bubble, the fad is over. And if I remember correctly, when Bitcoin was first becoming a big thing in like 2013, it had reached nearly $1,000 and then plummeted to 300, and that's when everybody was saying it's doom and gloom. Do you think that maybe in the future it could bounce back?
Oh, absolutely. I think if Bitcoin Core gets their act together, then absolutely it could bounce back. But for me, I'm a trader. That's what I do for a living. I'm a trader. I look and I scout out new coins now. I mean, it's not something that I used to do. I mean, to God's honest truth, 3 months ago I wasn't doing this, and I only realized that it's something that I'm kind of decent at by accident. But it's maintaining a reasonable income for the mosque to keep, and it's keeping the doors open.
So you buy and sell cryptocurrencies as a way to fund the mosque you guys opened in Keene.
I trade cryptocurrencies as a way to keep the doors open. Yeah, what we do is I do a lot of studying. I spend a lot of time in server chat rooms with developers and software writers and engineers and traders who are like really, really massively devoted to specific coins. And I follow the patterns of the things that they talk about and how that ends up affecting the market later. Or certain coins get caught in certain patterns or that are repeating. And sometimes you do really good and you can make some money, and sometimes you get stuck with something and you end up losing $300 or $400.
So it's a bit like stock trading then. You look at what you think's going to
like
grow.
Stock trading, only the difference is for stock trading, someone who is trading in stock, a 2% return is like very, very good. Where in crypto trading, a 2% return, people kind of put their nose up in the air. Like, really? That's all you made was 2%?
So
maybe they
do you ever use it as actual money?
I do. I use Dash all the time. I used to use Bitcoin all the time. When I got my van fix, I used Bitcoin. So, all right, well, we're coming up on that long, long time. When we get back here, we're going to be getting back into the call with Stefan if he wants to stick around. And if not, we're going to be moving on to our Libertarian Drama of the Year on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
And start over again. There's some things I've done I can't erase.
I've been told no in many different ways.
I give you an order and you're going to obey it.
Which one you can go this way?
You can't do that and you have to leave here.
You cannot bring signs into the rally.
Walk with me. Well, I'm comfortable here, actually. Whoa. Hey. Who do you think you are? Excuse me.
There is no video and audio allowed in this office.
No, I have work today. This is...
You ain't gonna make it.
Wait on account. Now. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Hey! Oh my God! Unbelievable!
Why are you running from me?
Because you scared me. What am I being detained for?
You're being served.
What is this?
You're being served.
What is this? You're
Democrats have a funny way of telling people no.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. Watch it for free and order the Director's Cut DVD at victimlesscrimespree.com. There are lots of ways to listen to Free Talk Live. Our podcast has been around since podcasts began, and now the FTL feed is loaded with content besides our full show archives. Did you know that we make it easy for you to customize your podcast subscriptions? We have different feeds, one that includes only our full shows, one with just the Daily Digest, and one with just the Edgington Post. You decide what you listen to. It's quick and easy to customize your feeds at feeds.freetalklive.com. That's feeds.freetalklive.com.
This Your Family Today tip is brought to you by Boost Kid Essentials Nutritionally Complete Drink, providing your picky eater with essential nutrition and great taste in one drink. Visit us at kidessentials.com. To make sure your kids eat healthy, follow the 5-a-day plan. Serve 3 servings of vegetables and 2 servings of fruit daily. Remember, a serving could just mean a piece of fruit or a half cup of veggies. If your kids are picky eaters, ask a nutritionist about other sources. For more tips like these, visit us at parenthood.com/yourfamilytoday.
More of the Call to Freedom is coming up next, live after the news on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
From Keene, the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, January 1st, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.93 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,303 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $57, and the average price of Bitcoin is $13,447. Antiwar.com reports the latest in a series of Saudi airstrikes killing a number of civilian bystanders in Yemen saw warplanes attack a popular restaurant in the port of Hodeidah on Saturday, killing at least 20 and wounding a number of others. The attacks in the Al Jarahi district targeted the crowded restaurant and destroyed 3 taxi cabs that were parked outside. Everyone in the cabs was killed and dozens of other casualties were reported in the restaurant. Saudi officials offered no indication why the strikes targeted the restaurant, though this isn't particularly surprising, as the Saudis have rarely offered comments in recent weeks related to their strikes that kill civilians. Attacking Hodeidah has become increasingly common, however, with Saudi forces trying to soften up the defenses of the last port held by the Northern Houthi movement. Such strikes, however, have tended to target civilian infrastructure.
Are you looking for a cryptocurrency that has a focus on users and usability? Then look into Zencash. Zencash has the ability to use both transparent and shielded transactions, with shielded transactions using zero-knowledge proofs. Zencash features global governance with inclusive decision-making, reliable funding for continuous improvements, and documentation and wallets in many languages that are available for Linux, Mac, Windows, and Android devices. Learn more at zensystem.io. That's zensystem.io.
UPI reports a federal court in December ruled in favor of a California high school student who kneeled during the national anthem despite school rules forbidding protests during athletic events. The U.S. District Court for the Southern District of California temporarily struck down San Pasqual Valley Unified School District's rule against kneeling, sitting, or similar forms of political protest during sporting events and a requirement that students and coaches stand during the national anthem. The rule was imposed in October after an incident in which members of a rival high school team from Arizona yelled racial slurs at the San Pasqual Valley players who engaged in protest. San Pasqual Valley has a majority Latino and Native American population. San Pasqual Valley Unified School District Superintendent Ronna Fox told the Yuma Sun, "Our students were subjected to verbal assaults, other incidents including the throwing of water and the use of racial slurs and gestures. But a football player named only as VA in court documents filed a lawsuit against the school district on grounds that the rule violated his First Amendment rights." Attorney Katie Traverso, the attorney who represented VA, praised the court's decision, saying, "Students like our client who consciously carry their values and ideals with them cannot be silenced or directed on what to say or not to say by their school in this manner."
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports Chief Justice John Roberts said on Sunday he would launch a review in 2018 of how the federal judiciary handles sexual harassment following the recent resignation of a U.S. Appeals Court judge amid allegations of inappropriate sexual conduct and comments. In his annual year-end report on the federal judiciary, Roberts said the judicial branch of government was not immune to incidents of sexual harassment, and addressing it would be a new challenge in the coming year. Allegations of systematic sexual harassment and assault that surfaced against movie producer Harvey Weinstein in 2017 galvanized women to speak out about instances of sexual harassment in the media, government, and workplaces across the country. Last month, renowned San Francisco-based federal appeals judge Alex Kozinski retired from his lifetime appointment after over a dozen women came forward to accuse him of inappropriate sexual conduct or comments. In a statement announcing his resignation, Kozinski said that while friends and family had urged him to stay on and defend himself, he could not be an effective judge and simultaneously fight this battle. Justice Roberts said he asked the federal judiciary's Director of Administrative Office to form a working group to examine the court's practices and recommend necessary changes to codes of conduct, employee guidance on reporting misconduct, and its own rules for investigating complaints. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.
A reclusive deity hasn't written a new book in 2,000 years, and a local rescue dog is adopted for a couple weeks. This is the Onion Week in Review. This week, in a devastating blow to the nation's laundry, 16,000 Americans were reportedly stained during the messiest day in U.S. history. Reports confirm that nearly 3,000 citizens received permanent stains on their good shirt from mustard splatter off a dropped hot dog, along with 12,000 cases of spilled coffee and other dark beverages, ruining Americans' pair of hand-wash-only pants. Government officials further indicated that federal assistance for the nation's overwhelmed dry cleaners would be necessary. And in this week's local news, an elderly Rite Aid patron stretches out a conversation about toothpaste to prolong human contact. In other news, artifacts discovered buried in Washington, D.C. suggest humans once passed laws there. A self-centered child blames his parents' divorce entirely on himself. And a night of uninterrupted sleep really throws off a man's entire day.
This is the Onion News Network.
Is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire, 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 fire. Like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. I fell into a ring of fire, 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 fire.
To the second hour of this final broadcast of the Call to Freedom. So, here it is. It is New Year's Eve here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire, about 12 degrees below zero. Just such a beautiful, warm afternoon today. Here it is. Yeah. Tom, you should come up here. It's warm. It's nice. I promise. I'm not fibbing at all.
It's a trap.
Yeah, right.
It is -8 degrees in Keene.
It's negative 12 or 13, I think. It's according to my phone, it's negative 11. So,
But by the way, I can't hear any of the other people that are on.
Oh, so
you're not missing anything.
Yeah, there's like a bit of a delay. I had to like listen to the stream at the same time. It's all good though.
He can't hear.
I thought it was cold here, but negative 12. Jeez.
Oh well. All right. So Stefan, what's some of your other observations that you're having as a newcomer to the cryptocurrency industry? Because you are really the target audience for this upcoming broadcast that we're going to be doing in the afternoons.
You're asking some of the other things I see. Well, I noticed that one of the common complaints that I really don't understand is like apparently there are fees, and I wonder what the fees are charged in. Are they charged in the cryptocurrency, or do you pay fees with like actual U.S. dollars?
Usually they're charged in the currency.
Because everybody's talking about transaction fees with Bitcoin and how ridiculous they're getting.
Well, it's a part of how it's done, and they're charged in the value of dollars. Like so I'm going to send $500 in Bitcoin to you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to charge me 0.000358 Bitcoin, like $30 to send you that Bitcoin. That's the transaction fee. Now, if I did that in Dash, it would send you Dash in the equivalent of 0.002 cents. So 2/200ths of a cent is what it would cost in a transaction fee for me to send Dash to you in the same amount. Same thing with Verge or Vertcoin or Digibytes or IOTAs or Monero or all these other currencies. You're going to spend somewhere between 10 cents and a fraction of a penny for that transaction, and it's going to be lightning fast. It's going to be within minutes or seconds, depending on what currency you're using. And for Bitcoin, it's now going to take hours, and it's going to cost $20 at the least. I saw a transaction the other day, $1,500 or $1,700, I believe it was, to send one full Bitcoin. It was going to cost $1,700 in transaction fees for it
What's
not
the
to
point
take
at that
days.
point then?
Exactly.
It's like a giant sales tax.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. I was like, you know what? I mean, with a fee like that, I may as well pay sales tax and use cash.
Yeah, which you guys don't even have in New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly. It's cheaper for me to use cash in New Hampshire than it is to use Bitcoin, and that's not the way it should be. And that's the reason why you see lots of businesses now here in the Keene area and in Portsmouth, in the areas where you see a lot of cryptocurrency accepting businesses. They're now switching over to Dash or to Bitcoin Cash or other currencies because they're faster. And, a customer doesn't want to come. Like, if we go to, there's a place here called Local Burger, right? Now, if I go there with my family, I'm going to spend like $35, $36 on a meal for me and my family, for burgers and fries and all that good stuff. So I'm going to spend like $36 on that. Then it's going to charge me like $20 because the median fee is $20. So that means that $30 transaction is going to cost me $20 in fees. So my $30 dinner is now $50.
That's not good at all.
Or I can do it in Dash and it's an extra penny.
Oh, so they accept both. They take Bitcoin and Dash.
Well, they do now. And the reason is because customers that used to come in there all the time and spend Bitcoin are no longer spending Bitcoin. Why? I wonder.
Well, probably just due to the fact that it costs so much. Is that why there's a lot? It seems to me like there's a lot of unrest with Bitcoin at the moment. I heard about like how there's another Bitcoin out there now called Bitcoin Cash, and
well, there's a lot of Bitcoins out there now. Yeah. There's Bitcoin Cash.
And that's Aria's wheelhouse. She has a whole site that helps you navigate those.
So are all altcoins considered a form of Bitcoin, or how does that work?
No. Oh no.
Some altcoins are forked off of Bitcoin, and then other altcoins are built on completely separate networks. Like you have IOTA, which is on the Tangle network, and then you have Zcash, which is has a different style of contract so that it's more private. Verge, which has the same thing, it's more private.
Or like Dogecoin or something.
Dogecoin is a fork off of the Bitcoin chain. But now Verge is a fork off of Dogecoin. So you can have forks of forks.
That's very strange.
Well, because it's new. Basically, it's new software, new technology, and when that's introduced, they fork the coin and make a new coin that incorporates that new technology into the coin. And either the old coin continues, or the miners let that part of the chain die, and they go and they start mining the new portion of the chain. That was what people thought was going to happen with Bitcoin Cash, was that Bitcoin Core would die, that the Bitcoin miners would find it easier and more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash than to mine Bitcoin Core.
I know so many people that used to mine Bitcoin that don't do it anymore.
Well, now that's why one of our sponsors for the new show, for our new broadcast, is very important. They're called Vertcoin, and they're actually created by someone that's the same way. He was a Bitcoin miner way back in the day when he was like 12 years old. Now he's 20 and he's an MIT graduate, and he's developed a new coin so that people like me and you can mine the way that it used to be. But because now it's mostly these, it takes thousands and thousands of dollars to get into mining, and you have
to buy specific hardware, right?
Yeah. And Vertcoin, our new sponsor for the studio coming up in the new year, they are ASIC resistant, so that you don't need to buy thousands of dollars of hardware like that. You or me, as a regular Joe, can set up and start mining profitably in our own home. All right, now when we get back here, we're going to discuss some of our other sponsors. I think we're going to get into our libertarian drama of the year as well when we get back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM.
Stop your climbing now. Find your mountain. Find your river. Hold your hands wide. Let forgiveness be a mighty guide.
What do you shop for that you could otherwise buy at Amazon? Pretty much everything, right? Amazon has competitive pricing and they deliver, and that's a big plus. If you could plan ahead in your shopping, would you be interested in saving up to 33%? There's a catch. You have to do your shopping in Bitcoin. But imagine those savings. It's like a huge raise. All you have to do is go to saveatpurse.com. We've saved thousands, and you can too. Plan ahead and save. Saveatpurse.com.
Free Press Publications is an independent, alternative media and publishing company founded in June 2009 with the mission of ensuring a free press for the freedom movement and is committed to spreading the message of peace, freedom, love, and liberty. FPP also gives new authors an avenue for publishing freedom-oriented material. FPP brings you daily news and commentary on the website fpp.cc, as well as a daily 5-minute newscast, FPP Radio News, and weekly news, views, and commentary in the FPP Freedom Minute and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio at fppradio.com, and the monthly newspaper FPP News at news.fpp.cc. Find FPP online at fpp.cc. That's fpp.cc, as in Creative Commons.
Did you know you can get news updates about what's happening with the Liberty Radio Network delivered in the way you prefer? You can sign up for our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. Plus, you can stay in the loop by joining our Facebook profile at facebook.lrn.fm or follow us at Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm. It's all free, so sign up now at updates.lrn.fm for news updates delivered to your email box, facebook.lrn.fm to follow our Facebook page, and twitter.lrn.fm to receive our tweets.
Looking for a great real estate investment? Consider New Hampshire, which is ground zero for the Liberty Movement. Your first call should be to Mark Worden from Porcupine Real Estate. He's more than just a real estate agent. He's your New Hampshire concierge. Where are the best places to live? Do you want farm, city, the burbs, or forest? Do you want a duplex or multifamily building so that renters pay your mortgage? There are homes in all price ranges in New Hampshire, and Mark can help with financing too. Invest in liberty and property. Mark Worden can help.
PorcupineRealestate.com.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day. From wrestling superstars like Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are having an impact, I believe. Like I said, a lot of where I am now is due to listening to Free Talk Live. You changed my mind on some very important issues years ago.
To random people tuning in on the radio.
I was kind of stuck in the left-right paradigm. I heard your show by chance on a Saturday night. From there, I went on, joined the Free State Project, and become an amplifier. So, I mean, that's really the reason why I amp is because I know that if it wasn't for you guys being on as many stations as you are, I never would have found the ideas of liberty.
Your amp will directly change more lives by getting Free Talk Live in front of people looking for talk radio online and on the air. When you amp Free Talk Live, you get perks like access to the AMP-only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com.
While our satellite channel is free to listen to, it's not free for us. You can help us cover our satellite costs with the chip-in on the right side of the page at lrn.fm.
Welcome back here to this wonderful New Year's Eve celebration here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Jamming out tonight, doing something a little bit different. We're not going to be here anymore on Sunday evenings. You know, we're going to be moving on, moving up to a whole new scene. We're going to have great new sponsors. VertCoin is going to be sponsoring the studio. We're going to have Bit Plus Network sponsoring the satellite feed. We're going to have Helium paying for a cryptocurrency hour. We're going to be focusing at least an hour of the show specifically on the cryptocurrency markets, bringing on some of the biggest names in the industry, developers, people working in the trading industry, whales, program software, all kinds of folks, man. Security software, hardware wallets, you name it. We're going to be trying to bring folks on to talk about it here on the Call to Freedom. We've got people from Factom lined up. We've got people from Polymath, which is supposed to be launching in the next few days, lined up. We've got John McAfee lined up. That's right. John McAfee coming on. Should be like the middle of February. It'll be fun.
Then we've got people from all over the crypto industry that are going to be coming on with us. Bruce Fenton will be coming on. Roger Ver. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring on Roger Ver, and we're going to bring one of these, like the Roger Ver is the Antichrist of Bitcoin types, and we're going to let Roger sit on air for an hour with one of these folks and we're going to try to referee a real discussion about
Referee?
Right.
Why bother? I'm
Right.
just gonna like pop a giant bag of popcorn and sit there.
Well, because I don't know. I mean, Roger could be the Antichrist. Who knows? Or he could just be a guy who's been promoting Bitcoin and has made a lot of money off of it and is now trying to, invest and find, ways to make Bitcoin better. Who knows? It could be, just a guy with innocent and benevolent intentions, or he really could be the Antichrist of cryptocurrency, like some people think that he is. I don't know. To me, the jury's out. He's never done anything to me to make me feel negatively toward him, except for come on the show, and give us his time when he could be, sitting on the beach with a pretty girl in St. Kitts. Instead, he took the time out to come on with us. So if he comes on with us again, I'd love to have the opportunity to really have that discussion about, why do people take such a negative stance against Roger? And you know what? Speaking of which, speaking of cryptocurrency, we've had Stefan from Ohio with us, who's been discussing his perspectives on the issue. Is there anything else you wanted to add for us tonight, Stefan?
Oh, no. I'm waiting to hear about the libertarian drama because I'm involved in a lot of that.
Right.
Except mine's more internal.
Right. Hang around with us for a little while because we have for you tonight everybody's favorite segment. This time with a little more juice. It's not the libertarian drama of the week this week, folks. It is the libertarian drama of the year.
I'd crack open a cold one if I hadn't stopped drinking. A bottle of non-alcoholic champagne just for the occasion.
It's time to go outside and get some celebratory gunfire.
Right?
That sounds more like it.
That's a true libertarian celebration right there.
Indeed.
So this year, we looked at the options. We weighed them. Could have been Cantwell. Could have been the Roy Moore. Could have been the Libertarian Party Facebook page. But we decided, based on the most drama, right? So the most drama, along with the most extended drama. You know what I'm saying? So the longest lasting amount of drama. We came up with your number one drama of the year. It's a tie.
Anticlimax.
That's right. It is a tie. It is a tie between Larry Sharpe and Arvin Vahra. So this year's Libertarian Drama of the Year goes to Larry Sharpe and Arvin Vahra.
So well deserved. Well, deserved is a funny word in this instance.
All right, now, the reason we went with Larry and Arvin, okay, though Arvin arguably Arvin was a topic of the Libertarian Drama of the Week more often than Larry.
arguably the main topic. But if you look, most of the times that Arvin was the main topic, Larry was in there somewhere. Either making a big Facebook video or a speech that rustled some jimmies, either in favor or against what Arvin had said. So, yeah, this year, our winner for Libertarian Drama of the Year is Arvin.
The Free State Project has reached its goal of 20,000 liberty lovers who've pledged to move to New Hampshire and get active to achieve liberty in our lifetime. Perhaps you're trying to figure out what part of New Hampshire should be your destination. If so, consider Keene. You'll find more than 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com. Keene is famous for its historic, publicity-generating activism, as well as being the liberty media capital of the world. It's home to freekeene.com, New Hampshire's destination for liberty activism, news, and opinion. For years, we've been compiling over 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com, where you'll learn about some of what's happening here and what makes Keene a great place to live. If you love liberty, you'll probably enjoy anywhere you end up in the Shire. But do your due diligence first. Please visit move.freekeene.com for the full list of over 150 reasons to move to Keene. That's move.freekeene.com.
Are you tired of governments murdering people around the world? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless free market non-political currency. Bitcoin cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. By using their money, you are helping the state. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at bitcoin.com. That's bitcoin.com. This is Michael Dean from the Freedom Fiends. I've run websites since 1996 and have used over a dozen web hosts in that time. AgristHosting.com is the only one that hasn't broken my heart. Agrist Hosting's uptime and service is stellar, and their DDoS mitigation is the best I've seen. That's important because if you tell the truth in this world, you'll ruffle feathers. And some people will try dirty tricks to silence your voice. No matter what the haters hit us with, Agrist Hosting keeps our websites online. If you have a mission-critical commercial presence or a world-changing activism site, you cannot tolerate any skullduggery. So go with agristhosting.com. Have a WordPress or blog site, but you're not satisfied with performance or uptime? Or just want raw hosting? Want to pay with Bitcoin? Agrist Hosting specializes in high-performance hosting with personalized service. Go to agristhosting.com and click on the button that says Get Hosted. That's agristhosting.com.
The three most important things you can do for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my firm belief that the AMP program is the best use of your charitable dollar among liberty-oriented groups. Support all your favorite organizations, but make sure you give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
Help get LRN.FM into more ears. Visit promote.lrn.fm for a free bumper sticker, flyers, banners, graphics, and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
And it don't tell AB, never come looking for Opie and me. Tell them we're dead, tell them we're gone, me and Opie down by the duck pond.
Well, Goober brought down some homegrown hay, hit me upside the head, I never felt that way. Ain't be said we'd be in Dutch if the sheriff ever caught us smoking that stuff. Don't tell and they don't tell, ain't be never come looking for Opie and me. Tell 'em we're dead, tell 'em we're gone, me and Opie down by the duck pond. And it sounded like someone saying, good. Moved a little closer, sneaking just like a squirrel. Otis was slurping up his favorite girl. Well, Otis said, boys, come sit by the steel. I'll pour you up a jar of this famous swill. If you can't walk, don't worry, no way. Light that pipe, pass it my way. Don't tell and it don't tell, ain't be never come looking for Opie and me. Tell 'em we're dead, tell 'em we're gone, me and Opie down by the duck pond. Well, I had to dodge a rock and was hitting a tree, and out of the swamp came Ernest T. Just like a flash started hitting that pipe, out of the woods came Barney Fife.
All right, welcome back here to this wonderful, amazing, crazy, freezing, good God, it's cold outside, New Year's Eve celebration here from the Liberty Studios in Keene, New Hampshire on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. We are celebrating our move from 10 to midnights, where you're listening to us now, to prime time drive home. You'll be listening to us on your drive home from work. We'll be giving away free cryptocurrencies between 4 and 7 p.m. every day before Free Talk Live comes on. You will be listening to my big mouth along with Tom Gray, my normal co-host.
Even bigger mouth.
Right, and Aria Demezio. We'll also have Heather Nixon. Chris Wade, who came on a little while ago, along with Mike Laurie from Galactic Systems. We're going to be giving away free cryptocurrencies once, maybe twice an episode. We're also going to have a big, like it may be $5 in Dash, maybe $3 in Doge, could be $15 in Vertcoin, $20 in Verge. You never know. And once a week, we're going to do a big giveaway, like a major faucet, just pouring it on, folks. Between $50 and $100 once a week. But you got to listen to the whole show because you don't know when we're going to play the faucet sound so that you can call in and get that free coin. So, and that's what we got coming up. We're going to be doing call-in political talk radio just like we do now. But we're going to add an extra hour in the middle that's going to be devoted specifically to the cryptocurrency markets. What's new? What's a scam? What's a good investment? All these kinds of things here on the Call to Freedom. A whole new leaf, a whole new year, a whole new format with a whole new cast. It is looking like it's going to be a great year. We've got 3 full-time sponsors already ready to sign contracts. So I'm very happy. So is wow, okay. So is Tom and Aria and all the rest.
That took you way too long.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not used to using the telephones, and like we have a telephone call on hold, and I'm seeing this thing flashing at me, and I'm like, "What's that?" Oh, that's right. We have a phone line now. I forgot. So Tom,
pretty amazing.
What was your favorite? This year, what was your favorite Larry Sharpe or Arvind Vahra story from Libertarian Drama of the Week?
Okay, first I'm going to tell one on Larry, and this is this is actually a more internal piece of drama. I don't think you even get, but there was a point back in April where I thought Larry died, and the reason I thought Larry died.
Hello, Tom?
Well then.
Where'd you go, Tom?
Maybe he died.
I think he did. He just disappeared. Oh my God, that's just awesome. This is like the most fun I think we've had on an episode in a while.
That's just ironic. I think he died
User
because
in your channel timed out.
User in our channel timed out. See, there she's telling us what happened.
Oh, are you guys using TeamSpeak or something?
Yeah, so because he's not here in the studio with me, he is on vacation at his like sister-in-law's house, trying to do the show from there. So
I've got to say, my favorite libertarian, if you can call it libertarian drama this year that's been in the public eye is what happened to Christopher Cantwell.
yeah, I mean that was really funny. It was a pretty big story, but we were weighing on more than just like, was it a huge national story though?
I was surprised by the Cantwell incident because my grandmother is one of those like crazy old ladies that watches Fox News all day.
Yeah.
And I thought Christopher Cantwell was like one of those on the download guys. I mean, he kind of was. And I was looking at the TV and I was like, didn't that guy used to co-host Free Talk Live?
Yeah. Well,
and
he
I'm
was
like,
actually,
what happened to him? I thought he was an anarchist.
They kicked him off the air some time ago when he started showing nationalist tendencies and made it well known that he was not kidding. He really was that much of a nationalist. And so, they got rid of him. And then, but that's the fact that he used to be on the show still created that negative association from previously. Because, that's just how people are. They can't think for themselves, so they have to.
User entered your channel.
There's Tom back, so.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
So where was I?
We were discussing what is your favorite this year. Arvin Vahra, Larry Sharp, tying for first place for Libertarian Drama of the Year. What was your favorite story involving one of those two, or both of them?
Okay, did we finish the story where I thought Larry died?
No.
Okay.
You thought Larry died? I missed that. I think he's gone again. I think we lost Tom again.
Stop mentioning dying, Tom.
I have to stop mentioning dying. That's why I'm getting kicked off the radio.
Oh. My favorite was the whole troops or welfare horse thing. Like the whole like immediate butthurt of the Johnsonites and all the like, I just joined the Libertarian Party. I'm a Republican. I just joined the LP because, well, I didn't like Trump, but I'm not a bigot and a nationalist, bootlicking worshiper of government. Yeah, I'll just stop there. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. Okay. So is there really something where when I mention someone not being alive anymore, I'm getting kicked off the server? Because if so, I'll stop.
It seemed like it.
I don't know.
That's pretty bad. Well, anyway, our Larry Sharp is still alive. The one who is not still alive was a trainer at wrestling's infamous Monster Factory. But there was a brief point on April 17th, 2017, where I thought that we had lost Libertarian Larry Sharp. But we didn't. He's still alive, and I believe, is he running for Senate or governor?
He's running for the governor of New York.
Governor! The governor!
Let's hope he gets an impressive showing. I was hoping he'd be the one to win the VP nomination last year.
Yeah, me too. I was really, really hoping that's the reason why I cut my own throat to help him take the nomination. Now,
I was about to say.
Well, hold on.
I was hoping you thought you'd win.
Will just mentioned throat cutting, and he didn't get kicked off.
Well, when we get back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM, we'll get back into our favorite stories about Larry Sharp and Arvin Vahra on the Call to Freedom.
Arvin.
Keep coming up funky ass shit nearly every single day. Can I kick a little something for the cheese? And Mike, a few friends as a breeze through. Don't you know it's 2 in the morning?
In Survivor Max 2, School Bites, Max must scavenge through a wasteland swarming with the undead. Desperate to find the medicine he needs, he discovers a community of survivors at his former school. Has he finally found the safe haven he's been looking for, or will he discover that school bites? Look for Survivor Max on Facebook, read reviews on Amazon, and read Chapter 1 at SurvivorMax.com.
Studies show that more and more teenagers are leaving Facebook, but where are they going instead? Apparently, to the hottest new social media site in years, the comment section of this YouTube video of a deer running in slow motion. Already, its comment section is seeing over 30 million active users. Facebook isn't giving up so easily, incorporating images and videos of deer, elk, reindeer, and even moose into their layout. But teens say that misses the point entirely. In fact, the site's one unwritten rule: don't post anything about the video itself. Teens say that's not cool. But with more and more people swapping over to the comments section of the slow motion deer video by the day, some trend watchers warn it may begin going the way of Facebook.
I was obsessed with it for a while, but now it's just boring. I'm probably going to switch over to Happy Fast Kitchen.
While we don't know for sure, we believe Happy Fast Kitchen might refer to the Yelp page for a Chinese food restaurant in Cleveland, the new social media site where musician Skrillex recently dropped his latest album.
This is the Onion News Network.
Did you know we've taken our LRN.FM telephone listen line to a new level with the LRN.FM audio on demand line? Now you can call 712-770-8447 anytime and listen to LRN.FM's live feed. And you can listen to a bunch of our original shows on demand. Long distance fees may apply. Just dial 712-770-8447 and choose from the menu. 712-770-8447.
I love My Magic Mud. I drink a lot of coffee. I had stains on my teeth. Then I found My Magic Mud, and I was told it would remove stains. So I paid attention when I brushed the first time. My Magic Mud is black tooth powder, and the difference it made in my teeth in one application was noticeable. With 4, my teeth were as white as you normal folks out there. Please go to mymagicmud.com and buy a jar. There's 150 applications for $25. You can use Bitcoin, mymagicmud.com.
Did you know you can listen to LRN.FM via our free-to-air satellite channels? We have channels over nearly all of North America and much of Africa. All you need is an affordable receiver and a dish as small as 30 inches. There are no monthly fees. Learn more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content. See our coverage maps and get details at sat.lrn.fm. That's sat.lrn.fm. sat.lrn.fm.
Since time began, tyrants have taken aim at personal liberties. Now there's a movie that aims back.
The government has no more right to tell us what to put in our bodies than they have to take our guns or tell us what books we can read.
6 drug police were eaten by bears while raiding a marijuana farm.
On your knees, you dirty hippies! Jesus. On your knees! What's the problem, officer?
Today, many cops who enforce pot laws do so only because it provides them with cushy jobs, good benefits, and a chance to push people around.
I was an undercover narcotics officer. The drug war is nothing but a farce.
The Second Amendment says you gotta keep you and your gat intact.
Guns and Weed, The Road to Freedom. A film by Michael W. Dean and Nima Vadati.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
This is the Liberty Radio Network, broadcasting the latest liberty-oriented audio content 24 hours a day at LRN.FM.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. I gotta get drunk before the day begins. Before my mother starts bitching about my friends. About to go and damn near went blind. Young niggas on the path throwing up gang signs. I went in the house to get the clip with my Mac 10 on the side of my head. I bailed outside and I pointed my weapon. Just as I thought, the fools kept stepping. I jumped in the flow, hit the juice in my ride. I got front and back, side to side. Then I let the Alpine play. I was pumping new shit by NWA. It was gangsta gangster at the top of the list. Then I played my own shit, it went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes. I went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shooting some hoop. Car pulls up, who can it be? It's a fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolls down the window and he starts to say, it's all about making that GTA. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash price, it will pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, I ain't said shit. Bored as hell and I wanna get ill, so I go to a place where my homeboys chill. Fellas out there trying to make that dollar. I pulled up in the 6'4" Impala, greeted with the 40 and I start drinking. From the 8-ball my breath starts stinking. I gotta get my girl to rock that body. Before I left I hit the Bacardi. Pulled to the house, get her out of the pad. And the bitch said something to make me mad. She said something that I couldn't believe. So I grabbed the stupid bitch by her nappy ass weave. Started talking shit, wouldn't you know? I reached back like a pimp and I slapped the hoe. And her father stood up and he started to shout. So I threw her right across and knocked his old ass out. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard.
All right, welcome back here to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. That's right, we ain't got no sense tonight. It is our New Year's Eve celebration, and we are celebrating our move from 10 to midnight to 4 to 7 primetime drive home. Call to Freedom will now be on Monday through Friday. Live call-in right here on LRN. We'll be broadcasting live from our VertCoin studios, broadcasting a digital signal from our BitPlus Networks satellites, and our cryptocurrency hour brought to you by Helium. So yeah, that's right. We're moving up in the world, getting ready to get ourselves ready for prime time. That's right. A whole new just a whole new world for us. Whole new world, trying to get ready. We're going to be giving away free cryptocurrencies. That's right. Daily, every day, we're going to be giving away free money. Free money. That's right. So you got to listen to the whole episode, though, because we could play the noise, we could play the faucet sound 5 minutes in or 5 minutes before the end of the show. We could be doing a $100 giveaway at 5:15. You just don't know. So you got to tune in. Be the fifth caller when you hear the sound. Call in, let us know, and we will send you your free tokens. We're going to be giving away BitPlus Network tokens. We're going to be giving away, let's see what else. BitPlus Network tokens. We're going to have Verge to give away. We're going to have Insane coins to give away. We're going to have Mona coins to give away. We're going to have Min coins to give away. We're going to have Galactic Systems tokens, Grid Phone tokens, Vert coins, Doge coins. I mean, it's crazy. The only thing we're not going to be giving away is Bitcoins, because, man, a brother can't handle them fees. Because to give y'all $5 in Bitcoin, it cost me $30. And I just can't do it for you. I'm sorry. But we will have all kinds of other stuff we'll be giving away. Dash. All brought to you by amazing sponsors here on the Call to Freedom, starting January the 8th, 4 p.m. And that first episode, it'll be me and Aria. Is Aria here yet? Nope. Okay. All right. So it'll be me and Aria and Heather Nixon. We'll be on. We'll have our first guest. I think James Lovejoy from VertCoin will be joining us on our maiden episode. We'll be talking about decentralized mining. It'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, we're going to be giving away free coins. So you got to listen in to that episode. Yeah. And you know what? Today is New Year's Eve. So I want to thank all of our listeners who have been out there for the last 2 years, listening to the show, sticking with us, hanging around and, hanging out with us. Whoa, 2 civilians, 1 sheriff's deputy, 5 deputies wounded. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, there was some cops shot in Colorado, in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. So no crying over spilt cops. Moving on.
Wow, are you going to be Melanie now? Wow.
Oh, well,
That's
I mean, it's not morbid. It's just, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
But we'll be moving on from this nighttime slot to a much, much better position, much better time slot. And I am very happy, and thanks to Ian Freeman and Mark Edge and Daryl Perry and all the people here at the LRN studios for having the faith in us to be able to move up to this much better time slot. And, you know, like I said, we went out there. Aria did a lot of work. Tom's been writing contracts for us. We've been out there beating the bushes, trying to put together the best show we can possibly put together for you guys, and bring altcoins to the greater public, you know, the blue collar and the dirty collar American out there on talk radio. So, yeah.
Good on you, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Stefan. It's been a pleasure having you on. I've always enjoyed you as a caller on Free Talk Live.
It's been pretty regular with me for about a year now. I think the first call I actually made was early last year when I announced my run for governor. So.
Oh yeah, plug your run for governor real quick.
Yes, I am running for governor in the state of Ohio. I'm hoping to win the Libertarian Party nomination. I'm already collecting signatures for it here. I'm working with some of the people inside the LPO, though some of them aren't very helpful. My main platform is basically to end the police state, end systemic racism, and to end the drug war.
Very nice.
And just not to be a jerk to other people. Even if I think your ideology is crap, you can have that ideology, and I don't think anybody should care. And I'm probably going to defend the sanctuary cities. So.
Very good. I went and gave a speech advocating that Keene be turned into a sanctuary city a month or so ago.
Everybody that knows me knows I am certainly not a fan of Islam, but if somebody wants to have that belief, good on them. And if anybody has a belief in anything, good on them. I don't think that any human being is illegal.
Very good. I actually have something similar, some signs similar to that in front of the mosque here in Keene that we were able to open. We actually got some fairly good news coverage about our opening. The city seems like they're going to back off and leave us alone.
Isn't Keene a relatively liberal city, though?
It is a very liberal city, and now there are some folks here in town who aren't happy about the mosque opening. Originally, they tried to make it because of the fact that they don't like Ian, but I've noticed in the postings on their Facebook page lately that the anti-Muslim memes are starting to come out.
So it's anti-Islamic people, not necessarily Free Keene then.
Well, no, this was on the anti-Free Keene page about. They made a post about the news story about our mosque opening, and now those anti-Muslim memes are starting to come out. So it
seems like pretty convenient timing then, huh?
Yeah, like we just did like you because we don't like Ian, but we think you're all terrorists. So, but that's totally unrelated.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, no problem with somebody posting anti-Muslim memes, but at the same time, it's like that's really convenient that the second you would try to open a mosque, they put that on the Stop Free Keene page.
Yeah, so it's entertaining to me at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Like I find it kind of funny.
It is entertaining. People are getting all butthurt for you exercising your freedom to open a mosque. Just make them more mad for me.
All right. Well, next Sunday, do not listen here at 10 o'clock because we will not be here. We'll be back next time at 4 p.m., January 8th. Join us Monday, January 8th, 4 p.m. on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM for our maiden voyage at prime time and our first cryptocurrency giveaways. Here on the Call to Freedom next time, 4 to 7 p.m., January 8th. Join us then.
A congressman recently revealed that legislation totaling 2,900 pages and involving more than $1 trillion was available to members of Congress for less than 48 hours to study and consider. That's over 60 pages of legislation per hour. Do You think anyone read the entire bill? I'm Jim Babka with DownsizeDC.org. Consider a proposal buried in a 3,200-page, $388 billion bill, which would have empowered committee chairmen or their agents to examine Americans' tax returns. When this horrible provision came to light, no one claimed to know how it got into the bill. One congressman questioned said, "I didn't write it, I didn't approve it, I wasn't even consulted." If your attorney represented you this way, he might be disbarred. But this is how Congress represents you every day. That's why DownsizeDC.org has created the Read the Bills Act. You can force Congress to read their bills before they pass them at DownsizeDC.org.
Here's a chance to do a little activism while you're cruising Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Between the LOL cats, the recipes, the hot girls, and the inspirational sunrise memes, Free Talk Live's posts pass by your newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click Get Notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that 1/10 of a calorie it takes to click on something. facebook.freetalklive.com.
Ross Ulbricht was convicted in early 2015 of running the infamous Silk Road Underground Market. The Silk Road was a gift to humanity and helped reduce the harms brought on by drug prohibition. For this good deed, Ross has been sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Now, an appeal is Ross's only chance, and he needs your support. Please visit freeross.org, where you can contribute via various methods, including Bitcoin. Visit freeross.org. That's freeross.org.
This is the Liberty Radio Network, broadcasting the latest liberty-oriented audio content 24 hours a day at LRN.FM.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me, like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it, and once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world, so I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing. The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here, and I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, add yourself to the Shire map at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com.
Now that you've found the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM, you may want to help expose others to our great programs. To assist you in doing so, you'll find resources at promote.lrn.fm, including details on how to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute, banners for your website, as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
So you've signed the Shire Society Declaration and are planning your move to New Hampshire to be around more liberty-oriented people. Next, sign up for the Shire Society Forum at forum.shiresociety.com. There are a bunch of people there who are already in the Shire, and they want to meet you. If you're already in the Shire physically, you should also come by the forums. Remember, not everyone uses Facebook. New people are signing up for the Shire Society Forum every month, so drop in and say hello at forum.shiresociety.com.
You can sign up to receive the latest about the Liberty Radio Network via our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. That's updates.lrn.fm. The latest edition of Essential Libertarianism is next on the Liberty Radio Network at lrn.fm. Get more at essentiallibertarianism.com.
Voluntarist Resistance by Carl Watner. Author's introduction of February 2004. This hitherto unpublished essay was first written in January 1983 and then revised in May of that same year. It sat for 2 decades, receiving only limited private circulation until it was read by Peter Ragnar of Avalon Mint and Roaring Lion Press. At Peter's request, it was re-edited with a view to posting on the World Wide Web. The author wishes to thank Alan Kuntz, editing of 1983, and Julie Watner, editing of 2004, for their timely assistance and commenting on this essay. Introduction. The voluntarists are advocates of non-political strategies to achieve a free society. We reject electoral politics, both in theory and practice, as incompatible with libertarian principles. Governments must cloak their actions in an aura of moral legitimacy in order to sustain their power, and political methods invariably strengthen that legitimacy. Voluntarists seek instead to delegitimize the state through education, and we advocate withdrawal of the cooperation and tacit consent on which state power ultimately depends. Voluntarists are exclusively committed to using nonviolent strategies to oppose the state. The purpose of this paper is to show why this commitment is a function of voluntarism and how voluntarist resistance differs from conventional nonviolence theory. 1. What is voluntarism? Voluntarism is a dual doctrine. A. The belief that all human interactions should be voluntary, and B. That the state is an inherently coercive institution and therefore undeserving of any support. The voluntarist understanding of the relationship between means and ends precludes both the use of electoral politics and violence. This is a distinguishing mark of voluntarism, that we are, at once, both nonviolent and non-electoral. Voluntarism is at once an end, a means, and an insight. It signifies the goal of all